Happy Leap Day, Earthlings. Zube here, and I'm going to raw dog this reading. I think there's a lot of stuff going on. And I found some Palo Santo as I was packing up to move. Let's try not to start a fire because we need some blessings around here. My eye makeup is messed up because I was crying a little bit earlier. So there's that. How are you doing? I think life is kind of getting a little bit for real, for real. When I was a kid, I what do you call it? I used to be able to lucid dream, right? And I remember I wouldn't have known what to call it, or I wouldn't have probably even been able to describe it to anybody. But I would all of a sudden realize, oh, this is a dream. I can do whatever I want to do. So I would fly and stuff like that. But when I did that, when I tried to control the dream would be like nightmarish and it would get worse and worse and worse. I remember one time when I did that, I got buried in a bunch of skulls. It was so weird. Like I was like thrown in a hole and a bunch of skulls fell on top of me. And I decided at that point in my dream, I'm never doing that shit again. So needless to say, it's kind of hard for me to lucid dream now. And I've worked on it and I've done it a few times. It's kind of cool because I've done those things where I'll listen to a lucid dreaming thing. And if you look at your hands, oh my God, it's so weird. Like anyway, like I've done it. But even now, if I try to get too controlling with it, it starts not feeling so good. But then I just wake up because I'm older, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, life is feeling a little bit like that right now. And feel free to input your experience or whatever. What do you guys want? What do you need? Like I'm doing, sometimes doing these readings keeps me just feeling purposeful, because I really do believe that we stumble upon the people at the right time and place that we need them. But every time it's like every time I think I have a handle on certain aspects of my life, like boop, there's another one. And I almost feel like God, which I say, whatever, God, spirit, universe, is kind of going, I'm trying to like overload the armfuls that you're carrying so you will just put that shit down and stop worrying about it. But I'm perpetually like, I'll drop something and then I'll pick it back up, or I'll try to give something away and then I'll take it back. And a lot of times I'm doing it without even realizing I've done it again. I have a God box or a box of worries that I'll write things down on a piece of paper and put it in there to give it to God. And I'm moving, right? So I was like packing up my altar and I'm like, oh, holy shit, it's my God box. And I opened everything in there and it's fucking in my arm load again, But there's just something about that. Maybe it's just this repeated letting go process, letting go, letting go, letting go. I was also packing up and I was pulling these stickers off the wall and I pulled that sticker off and I'm like, oh, I'm going to put it on this is where I put my journal pages. So I put it on there. And then when I went to set it down, it was on top of this book, Letting Go, which I referenced in a reading the other day. It's like, you know what? I'm not good at letting go. I don't know if a lot of us are, but I'm getting to a point where like, you know what? okay, I give up. I fucking give up. And it's not giving up. It's like, I fucking surrender. What do you want to do, God? I just got in my car and went for a drive on I-10 and screamed. Like, what do you fucking want me to do? I don't know. It's really like screaming in your, oh, look at justice. Do-do-do. Screaming in your car on the highway is the best, because sometimes I'm like, well, if I'm on a country road, I don't really want to be having like, but it's not that I'm so distraught or whatever. It's that I think it's important to like move this energy, like just that primal guttural like scream is the reason I'm okay, rather than like holding it all inside really tight. But yeah, that's where I am. And I like, I'm in the process of moving. I had surgery on my foot, and this is not a cry me a river kind of thing or whatever, but I have been holding off on what am I doing with my purpose, and just kind of doing what I can here and there and what feels right. And it's chaos, it's disorganized. I have things percolating up here. But I'm really excited because where I'm moving to has an office, and I just want an office, because my office here is in the living room of my house, it's an apartment. So it's the living room and the kitchen. And, if my son is here or if my husband is visiting from Colorado, then it's fucking awkward to be like, all right, collective, I'm going to do a reading for you when they're sitting there watching TV or eating or whatever. I'm really stoked to have an office. So I feel like I'm going in the right direction, but I'm just fed up with everything feeling like a mishmash of what the fuck. So anyway, I didn't meditate today. So fucking sue me. I feel like I'm called to do a reading, even though I didn't feel like doing a fucking reading, but now here I am doing it. And it's feeling good. And the people that it resonates with, it'll resonate with. And the people who don't vibe with it, thank you for stopping by. I mean, hey, no skin off my back, hanged man. That's, yeah, we might be, and that would explain my orneriness right now. Wow. Wow, the Hermit. These two cards are kind of similar to me. So look, we have the Hanged Man internally. That's what we're feeling on the inside. And the Hermit card is like, we're in this alone. Like the Hermit is on the external, looking back at the Hanged Man. This is like really kind of neat. I never realized that. Wow. Ooh, chills. All right. What's God see? What's in the higher perspective? Look at this, Four of Cups. So the Hanged Man, this is being turned upside down. We're turned upside down right now. And you would imagine that initially he was probably fighting it. But the point of the card is that he is in repose, like he's in a position of looking peaceful now. I call this like the purgatory card, the timeout card. Like we're upside down, and you better get yourself good and fucking okay upside down, because there is nobody around, and it's going to be a little bit, and you're going to need help to get out of wherever it is that you are. Who is the help? Is that spirit? Is it whatever? But this is surrender in the Rider Waite deck. There's like a halo, and the halo represents enlightenment. When we're turned upside down, not getting what we want, things not going right, everything is overwhelming, whatever is chaos. until you surrender to that, and it's okay if you haven't, because you're going to have plenty of time upside down to be able to come around to it. But that's why it's enlightenment. It's kind of like, and maybe if why was I thinking of those dreams? Like maybe if I had just let them go and been aware that I was lucid dreaming and enjoyed the lucid dream, knowing it was a dream, maybe I would have enjoyed myself. Like maybe it wouldn't have been ended terribly. But the hermit, so the hermit is solitude, looking within, finding your own inner light. It's unbelievable to me that those two landscapes completely line up, because it's like, I mean, it's like the hermit is literally looking down on the hanged man. Like, so we're alone, we're in timeout, and we're so alone that we're looking at ourselves alone, even being alone. We're fucking alone, man, but we're not really, because up in the God spot, we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups, look, he's looking at these cups like, this is not what I wanted. I drank them and I got sick. And in the background here, the waiter's like, surprise. The meaning of the Four of Cups is not like when we're focusing on what it is that we don't like we're looking at the cups in front of us and they're not adding up to what it is that we want. But there's another cup coming in over here, like a surprise, and we could miss it if we're so focused on the ones that we don't like we might be missing the opportunity coming in from the side, or it could mean like a surprise is coming in from the side, something, because it's cups, this is emotional fulfillment. So while we're focusing on what's in front of us, something may pop in from the side. I want to do, oh yeah, oh, I'm going to do one of these and then another one of those. The great goddess, transcendence, divinity, Shakti. I'm going to cover up her tatas. It's number 32. This is a new deck. It's actually really cool. I've had it for a little bit. I am empowered and awakened by the great goddess within. Pulling the great goddess card can be a sign that it's time to transcend your limitations and transmute them into power. You have the strength and intelligence it takes to do this. Finding the harmony of both dark and light in your life, actualizing and honoring them both. You cannot have only one. This card has an energy of divinity. There is something you are resisting, blocking with fear, and limiting with complacency. You're at a powerful point and the goddess strength is within you. Call upon her. So this is we've got to take the good with the bad. Like it's not going to be all good and it's not all bad. Like I was saying, I went for a drive. I did a little bit of screaming. I do what I can. Complacency would be really giving up. Like this is surrendering. But when I was driving, I got the message of like, it's one foot in front of the other. Keep going. And that's what I'm going to do. It's what I've been doing for 48 years, one foot in front of the other. Sometimes are better than others, but you got to take the good with the bad. All right, let's see. Legacy of light. These are pretty. Number 53. I don't usually pull from this deck, but I love the book, so I'm actually going to read the whole thing. It's only like a page, but you are called to bear light, to carry forward the legacy of a spiritual lineage of wisdom and deep service to the earth. You are a part of that spiritual lineage, a belonging that extends through generations past and generations yet to come. Honor the importance of your task and realize that you are a light bearer, that you carry a legacy of consciousness and embodiment of light upon this earth to share for the betterment of future generations. May the ancestors of your lineage bless you with unconditional love and devotion as you carry the light forward now. Blessed be. This oracle says to you that you have connected more powerfully with a source of spiritual guidance and instruction that is helping you full activate your divine life mission and purpose. It is confirmation that however you are choosing to live your life is in service to the light, whether it be obviously so to others or not, and that your personal growth and spiritual path are helping the greater human soul evolve. You are acknowledged as a jewel of light upon this earth, an important link in a heavenly chain of divine awakening. This oracle also brings confirmation, if needed, that relationship issues that are arising for you now are not only about your own personal healing, but about healing the emotional legacy of your ancestral lines. To do this, you may wish to journal, dance, or meditate, or dedicate a yoga practice to the healing of your ancestral inheritance, and ask that your own relationships be assisted through the karmic grace of your ancestors to step into more consciousness of love now. So look, the one part that jumped out at me is it is confirmation that however you are choosing to live your life is in service to the light, whether it be obviously so to others or not, and that your personal growth and spiritual path are helping the greater human soul evolve. One foot in front of the other. We're doing what we can. Me with my craptastical videos and my camera that won't focus and not doing things the right way or being chaotic in what I'm doing. Like we're doing whatever it is you're doing, as long as you are moving forward, looking up, holding the light, not judging the dark, knowing that it's all the same, bringing unconditional love into the equation. And that's loving yourself unconditionally, even if you forget to unconditionally love. It's like it goes all which ways. And then we're just upside down right now. And you might periodically fight that. And then you might be like, oh, wait, I'm here. I'm upside down. Let me just get okay with where it is that I'm at, Anyway, I don't know, y'all. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I personally am really looking forward to my new place and my new office and what feels like will be sort of like a new day for whatever the fuck it is that I do. I got to go. Love ya. Peace. Namaste.